Alright, so you guys seem to be liking the vein videos, so I'm going to give more tips on cutting down and shredding that fat. So I eat a lot of vegetables to stay full. Cauliflower, cabbage, iceberg, lettuce, zucchini, cucumber, because it's a way that you can get some protein and mostly carbs and fiber, but it's going to help you stay full, and it's very low calorie, so you get to eat a lot of it. But there's a few things you should note that I never knew before, and that's that, lots of vegetables are very high in fiber, so if you eat a lot of them, especially if you have a big appetite and you can eat a lot of them, fiber intake and just certain nutrients can go way overboard, which can make your digestion and from the digestion not feel very good at all. And mostly from the fiber bloating you and everything, but also because you're going to absorb less nutrients and it's just going to lead to you over time feeling worse. So now, especially with my high fiber foods, high fiber vegetables I should say, especially carnivorous ones like cauliflower, cabbage, broccoli, stuff like that, I boil it for a decent length of time, maybe 20-30 minutes. It's going to help bring out some of that potassium, help leach out some of the nutrients that are fine in a normal intake, but if you're consuming a lot of them, and you have a big appetite and you're consuming a lot of them, then it's going to be better to boil them because it's going to also break down that fiber and help it's still going to have the fiber content, but your body, the boiling water is essentially almost like pre-digesting those vegetables, so it's going to help the fiber break down on a molecular or like scientific level and make it easier for you to digest. So with like that very high fiber ones that you can boil, I do boil, and then you can also rinse them with water to get extra potassium out, because if you eat way too much, you have way too much potassium, then that's also not good. It can mess with your electrolyte balance. Now with vegetables like, iceberg lettuce, I tend to, I don't boil them because you don't really have to boil that, and it's pretty low fiber too. Same thing with like cucumbers and zucchini, generally lower fiber, lower general nutrients that would do like, harm in like excess, or maybe not harm, but just affect your gym performance and how you feel day to day. But yeah, especially with like cabbage and cauliflower, I definitely boil them, leach some of those nutrients out, and break down the. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments.